Hey guys, welcome to a triple commentary. It is Diggity, Clazzard, and Rise with MSL coverage. Effort versus Upmagic on Carthage 3. Great matchup. Upmagic, the king of creativity. Effort, a stellar Zerg, up and rising. This might be his time to break out. Effort starting in the bottom right-hand corner in white. Upmagic starting in the upper left-hand corner in red. We'll see how this works out. My pick right now is going to have to be with Effort. I love Upmagic, but I just don't think he's playing to Effort's capacity. What do you think, Rise?
I gotta agree, man. Effort is one of those monsters that we've been talking about, whose name I forgot to mention when we were talking about Zero and Jadong, and Effort is definitely another one of those Zergs, especially a newer Zerg, new-ish Zerg, who's in the top 3 in my mind, you know, maybe top 5, however you want to argue it, but certainly a good player, and I'd have to say that I agree with you. I think that Effort is just playing at a level a bit above Upmagic, and while Upmagic certainly is a creative player and can pull something out pretty crazy every now and again, I don't know if it's going to be enough against a player like Effort. But Claz, I don't know, maybe you have some different opinions you'd like to share.
I'm afraid not. I'm afraid I'm going to be a sheep on this one. Upmagic sending that SCV around to scout. Effort looks like his overlord is heading towards the wrong direction initially with his scout. But yeah, I've got to agree. I mean, this definitely seems to be a golden age for Zerg players. There seem to be more high-level upcoming Zerg players than players in other races. I mean, if you look about it for Terran, I guess Fantasy has been performing pretty well. Flash has been reasonably inconsistent. Lida has been good in the Pro League, but not so great in the Star Leagues, although he does have a chance this season to do well. And looks like Upmagic is doing something crazy here. Okay, he's just putting an engineering bay. I was wondering what he was doing. I guess he's just trying to block Effort from expanding, which is quite clever, by putting that engineering bay down at Effort's natural expo, and that's going to hurt him big time. He's put that engineering down. Effort straight away putting the spawning pool down the moment he saw that. I think he was looking to actually go for a 12 hatch, but had to switch into a 12 pool, so that's definitely going to mess with Effort's build. So Diggity was spot on the money when he said that Effort was the Upmagic was the king of creativity.
I definitely think this is a very intelligent build. First of all, Carthage is one of those two-player maps where you do not have a ramp leading up to your secondary. That makes Zerglings all the more powerful. As a result, I think Upmagic was kind of thinking around the circle. He's like, well, okay, I'm probably going to open up with 2 barracks. Never mind, he's taking a command center off the bat. Wow, I don't know what he's thinking with this. I would not block your secondary, your opponent's secondary, while taking a quick command center. Because basically you're forcing him to put down a faster spawning pool, very likely having him add on gas as well. And Upmagic going for the very quick economy early, he's going to have a hard time fending off that quick pressure Zergling from Effort. And everything lately has been around Zerg with those. I really feel like Zerg have just been doing a fantastic job with early Zergling pressure, catching opponents out of position. And this is a big white gap. I don't know if he's really going to be able to stop even a run by should it come through. Anyway, yeah, I'm not sure I like that play from Upmagic. Either let your opponent have the base or go for a 2 barracks opening. Right now, it looks like the layer being quickly upgraded, so it looks like there's a skip of the Zergling speed, just going to go straight to layer. Upmagic isn't going to, in fact, view it. But again, I still don't like that play.
Well, not only that, but he compounded the problem by putting down that engineering bay. He actually spent more minerals, which delayed his command center even more. And then, after canceling the eBay, then he was able to build that barracks. And it was just like, man, you delayed your 14 CC, or what are you thinking? And now he's really fallen behind. You're right. He may not even be able to protect against a run by. He doesn't have a wall. He's actually left a very nice opening for Zerglings to just run by that bunker and barracks. And now, I mean, he's got a Marine out, but that's it. And Effort is able to start attacking those SCVs, and Effort's got the micro to really get around them. And right now, that's exactly what he's doing as he gets 3 Zerglings into the base. Of course, 3 is not that many, but early on, he's going to be able to do some harassment, some damage, while there are only a couple of Marines to try to deal with them.
Yeah, he does have a couple of Marines in there. Actually, I think he's going to be okay in terms of his early defense against those Zerglings, and it's going to come down to Effort making that lair tech count with the Mutalisks. Meanwhile, Factory going down for Upmagic, and he's actually doing a decent job of defending here after having fast expanded. Those Zerglings haven't really been able to put him under a lot of pressure, and I think it was a wise move by Effort. Although, had he had Zergling speed, perhaps a couple more Zerglings might have been able to get through. Now he's going to try and take that SCV down, that is, to put in that Factory, and that Factory is a clever move as well, because at the very least it'll force Effort to put down a couple of Sunkas and spend some resources on that, which, again, considering that Effort is restricted to a 2 hatchery build, as Upmagic knows he is, it's going to be more difficult for Effort, because Effort Effort basically has a brief window of time, and that spire is almost complete. I don't see an eBay here for Upmagic, guys. I don't see an eBay, and I don't see an armory. So Upmagic has virtually zero air defense right now, apart from that bunker and a handful of Marines, and that could end up costing him hugely, because I think he thought Effort would go for a more standard game and probably go for a 3-hatch build to catch up in terms of the economy, seeing his opponent fast expand, but Effort has obviously gone for the pressure, which is what you got to do. Starport going down. Is that a dual starport? Definitely a starport, perhaps an armory as well, going down for Upmagic. I guess it's going to come down very close here.
I really don't think Upmagic is going to be able to fight this off. Right there, more Zerglings flooding into the front door. Upmagic still didn't seal his front, and now he's got a lot of Zerglings that might be able to take... Oh, they're just all going to flood in, take out these Marines. Those Marines were going to be a supplemental force, maybe to help that Wraith. Vulture a little bit vulnerable here. The Vulture not doing so well. Well, it's going to be able to pick off a few Zerglings, but I don't think it's going to do much before it gets pinned in a corner. Nice micro from Upmagic, though, to keep that Vulture alive and keep those Zerglings down. The Zerglings are speed upgraded. The Vulture's not speed upgraded, so it's a little bit tentative. And the turret getting stopped, and that is huge. That one turret needed to go up. And Upmagic is in a desperate situation, able to stop the Zerglings, but not able to stop the delay of any sort of air defense. He has an armory, he has a starport building, putting down a control tower first, so maybe thinking about going drop first. And the Zerglings running around, stopping turrets here and there. That's going to give time for those mules to push up. And yeah, it looks like Upmagic is probably going to end up taking some pretty heavy losses, at least on the initial. Those barracks, looks like that. Oh, let's see if he can take out that SCV before that turret builds up. The additional, oh, this is going to be really close. Just 3 SCVs hovering around there. But at the very least, Upmagic, wow, I would say he escaped with escaped with the skin of his teeth. I still think this isn't over. I think Effort's going to swing right back around, probably going to take a chunk at that secondary. Looks like that second turret just coming online. If he hurries up and gets in position, he'll be in a good spot to do that. Keep in mind, Upmagic hasn't seen anything this entire time. He's still doing a kind of his standard sort of mech build, although without the front door blockade, which is leaving him somewhat vulnerable. And now that secondary's down, yeah, Upmagic is just going to take loss on loss. I think Effort's running away with this game.
Yeah, and you know, this map is way too Blue Storm 1.1-ish, where they got that just easy mountain range right behind to have cover under it. Oh man, did he take out the Valkyrie? My screensaver popped on right when the Valkyrie popped on the screen. I don't think he got it actually, but he's got a couple of skirts to deal with that one Valkyrie that's out there now. He's got a Goliath. That Goliath is going to get picked off. He's got no anti-air defense. He's trying to put down turrets desperately, but the Muter is just able to pick him off. Another Goliath popping out, and that Goliath is also going to be taken down. There's only that one bunker, which I don't even know if it has 4 Marines in there or not. It looks like he is going to defend a little bit. There's, if not the same Valkyrie, a new Valkyrie, but there are Scourge on the ready to take that one out as well, and there are just no attacking units, and he's losing his economy, and he's spending so much minerals on turrets that I don't think Upmagic has a chance in this match. Oh, and he's going to lose the... Oh, he makes it.
He actually lost his first Valkyrie there, Rise. He's produced another one. He's lost a lot of Goliaths, and it looks like he's pretty much surrendered his natural expo. He's just trying to pump as many SCVs out as he can. He did save some of the SCVs from that natural expo, but this reminds me a lot of Jaedong versus Flash. Meanwhile, Effort has secured an expansion at the 7 o'clock location, so his economy is flourishing as well. Now a couple of Valkyries come out finally to end that Muta dominance over Upmagic, but I feel that the damage, as Diggity was pointing out, might have been done. Masses of Scourges flying in, flooding the skies around Upmagic's territory, and those Valkyries are probably going to get taken down. One Valkyrie goes down, second Valkyrie coming under heavy fire, more Scourges coming in, and meanwhile the Scourges just allowing those Mutalisks to do their thing and to roam free, and Upmagic doesn't really have much to say about it. Now that command center coming under heavy fire, and that command center is probably going to get taken out. I don't think he's going to be able to save it, but yeah, I was saying this to Rise before, and I'm going to have to say it to you, Diggity. It just seems to me like this sort of flash-itis is hugely contagious among Terran players. The suicidal 14cc headbanging build that they just seem to want to go for, especially with Upmagic, with that engineering bay opening and then transitioning into a 14cc. It just defies all sorts of logic, and the command center gets taken down. So, you guys tell me what the Terran players are up to, Diggity. GG, says Upmagic.
Yeah, that was, I have to say, pretty sad. First of all, 14 Command Center Alpha Engineering Bay, probably not the best idea. Definitely not a good idea on a 2-player map. I don't care how large it is. I don't know, maybe he was just thinking he wasn't going to get scouted. I guess let's discuss this a little bit more in the next game because we're running low on time here. But yeah, Effort takes a pretty easy win.